Okay, so this is going to be my demonstration of my Android app. Here I have Android Studio where I did all the work. Here are all my classes. I'll go into those later. First, we will run the project and deploy it to my emulator that I have right over here, an Android emulator. So let me compile it and run it. And over down here, you see it's executing tests. Alright, and here I pick out the emulator that I want. That's the Google Nexus 4 that I'm attempting this on. That's okay. Then loads it up on there. You see there's a little log where all the information is. And if I click over to my emulator, my app is up. And so here we go. Select the slide bar on the left to get started. And so I'll just go ahead and swipe from the left to bring it out, or alternatively I could have just pressed this, this little button up here, tapped on this button up here. And the first page is just text. It's about my organization. You'll see all this. And the next one, this is where I implemented my my database, my external database. So the user will type in something like Jesus, and they will type search, and they'll go ahead and access an external database, and they'll search through that, and they'll find, Bible results to it for someone looking up that sort of thing. They can go through, and there's a scroll bar on the right. You can see where you are. You can click and swing it, click and swing all the way to the bottom, but it shows you all the places, or accesses the database to get all this information. And I'll show you the database in a second. Actually, I'll show you the database now. So going over to my text, to my code. Let me see, where did I put that direction fragment? I'm sorry, that's not good. Search fragment. I'm sorry. There we go. So we minimize this. Okay. And so here's the class that I implement my search fragment in. Let me see. Let me get you to the code. Okay, so here's where I have the parameters for my search query. Here's the, what do you call it? I'm forgetting the names of these things already. The web service API, I'm sorry. And so for their web service, it's very, very simple. All you have to do is, here's the primary part of it. You just have this, the URL, and then you connect it with whatever the search term the user puts out. For me, I put in Jesus, does that, and it returns the results from the database. Database does the work for me. You can see I used a RESTful service, which you can see right here. Yeah, you put in the query. You can have a query which just does like a word lookup, or you could have a passage where you have to look up a certain Bible verse, like Matthew 1:1, and then you have to change that here. Okay, and that's about all. But yes, I use that. This is all the database lookup. Okay, so that's a quick overview. And then going back to my app, if I press this button, I have a contact us section, which has people from the what do you call it, the Avengers. Not real, but I put them in here for test purposes. But you see, if you tap on one, it'll automatically bring up the phone app, so you can go ahead and directly call them. This is an emulator, so it doesn't have network capabilities. But for someone who has an actual phone, it'll actually pull up the dialer. You'll actually be able to call them. So if you'll go back to directions, you'll see that I implemented a Google Maps type of thing. I can show you the code for that also. But here you see with the blue markers where you are, where I am actually right now. Just zoom in on that. See, I'm in Westminster Hall, and then it shows you where my organization is, or the gig house. So if you trace this, if you walk around, you'll be able to find it. Easily with that. And I'll show you the code for that real quick. That's in the directions. And basically all the code is right here. And right here is just, if there's no Google Map in that space right now, then go ahead and draw one, initialize it, set my location, set my organization's location, and then go ahead and position the camera on it. So that wasn't too bad. It actually was rough. I have a lot of commented out code because it wasn't taking it. It wasn't friendly. So that's the basic code for it. And then moving on, we have in the directions, we have the events. I was going to do more with the events, but I was under a time constraint, so I didn't want to spend further doing this. So to implement it right into your calendar, but I didn't get a chance to do that. But you have all of these. This is a scroller based. If you had a smaller device, I think I can make it small enough. Oh, maybe I can't. Okay, I thought I could make it small enough in order to demonstrate that, but it does scroll. And so that is my app. Each section is labeled, and that is it. All right, thank you.